Hello and welcome to Create the Flow. I'm Monica Freeman, host and founder of Monica Freeman Studios and Unewell. I am here to guide you in aligning with your soul's purpose, trusting your inner voice, and building a life that you truly love. You were born with a purpose, and your intuition already knows the way. Hello, my love. Welcome to the show. Today, I want to talk about my 3 predictions for what is going to be imperative in your business and in your life in 2026. And that is finding your soul's purpose, regulating your nervous system, and building a sustainable business. If you're an entrepreneur and you're listening to this, then all 3 of these will apply to you in 2026. If you are not an entrepreneur, 1 and 2 100% apply to you because these 3 things will change your life. Now let's get into the episode. When I decided to shift my business, it was really important that I take the foundation of what was actually helping me heal and what was helping me build my dream life and build that into something tangible that I could help people transform their life with. And that's where I realized the 3 things that really helped me is unlocking my soul's purpose. That's actually possible, you guys. For anyone who's not very spiritual and you're watching this, if you did not know that you have a soul contract and that you can actually find your unique blueprint for your life, then I'm here to tell you it's possible. So when I first discovered that, it took me by surprise. It really changed my life because all of a sudden I had clarity. I had this insane intuition and this internal guidance where I didn't have to keep asking the universe for help. I didn't feel lack or doubt. That in and within itself is a game changer because when you trust yourself enough to lean into what you want to do, whether that is start a business, transition in your business, whether that is get married, have kids, buy a house, move across country, move across state, whatever that looks like for you, it is so good when you know that you're living fully, authentically in alignment. So that is the most important thing I think that we need in this new year that's coming up in a few weeks. And so few people talk about soul alignment. It is a gift from the universe, and it is this most beautiful thing that has really been a game changer. The second thing is nervous system regulation. If you've been listening to me for a while, then you know my story about anxiety. You know how I was so dysregulated, I ended up having to take 2 years down. I've shared with you guys 1 year, but I actually took 2 years down. The second year was healing other parts, like limiting beliefs and doing work that I needed to heal on top of my nervous system. So there was like layers. It was like pulling back an onion. That was truly the most profound gift that I was able to learn. It was the best investment of my money to get certified. And it was literally the thing that took me from panic attacks, not sleeping at night, stressing about money, worrying about everything in my life to peace and ease. And that is the second thing that I want to share with you. And then the third thing is building a sustainable business. Right now, more than ever, everybody is trying to build a personal brand or some kind of a brand online. And I love that. I love that we have more entrepreneurs than we ever had and that people are becoming successful in the things that they love, the things that they're passionate about. We should be living in a time like that where opportunities are endless. But for some people, they don't believe that it is. And some people will build a business and it will fail in 3 to 5 years because their nervous system isn't regulated and because they are not actually tapped into their soul mission and their purpose. They're not fully aligned. And because of all of that, their foundation will crack. So for me, it was a no-brainer that these 3 things are imperative moving into the future, not just 2026, but the future. These are things that are evergreen that will always be searchable, and they're things that we all need to work on every single day. So let's talk about what this looks like. The very first thing is your soul's purpose. If you're not familiar with human design, I would definitely start there. Human design is beautiful because it is a gift. It's a gift to understand your energy type, not necessarily because you want to believe in the power of transformation through human design. Because if you're not highly spiritual, you don't believe in the Kabbalistic tree or I Ching or astrology or any of this, this may not be applicable to you. However, if you are just curious about how you operate, your energetic blueprint in the world, what your strategy and authority are is really going to help you make decisions that feel more aligned. It is honestly something I think that we don't give enough credit to, how important it is to live in full body alignment, because when we are making choices every day and we are outsourcing our power and we're living in fear and we think there's only one way to do life, and we keep going on that old outdated program, we miss a huge part of life. All the experiences and the opportunities we could have lived and had if we really just trusted that internal compass that's always guiding us. I think back on lots of things in my life, and I can honestly say that even before I was acclimated with human design and it was introduced to me, I was already living in alignment because I knew myself so well. I've always been this spontaneous, sort of impulsive type of personality who just follows her sacral. Whatever my gut tells me to do is what I lean into, whether it's logical or not. And it has never led me wrong. What has led me wrong is allowing limiting beliefs to control my narrative. That, unfortunately, has been the demise of a lot of things in my life. And that's where fear lives. So that is why nervous system regulation is so important, and why I think that is probably the biggest thing that we should be mindful of in 2026. Because if you really want to find your soul code and tap into that, you need to be regulated. You really need to feel healed internally so that you can even expand your vessel to receive those downloads, those intuitional pings. Nervous system regulation is single-handedly the tool that helped me understand how to breathe properly, how to slow myself down in a time of panic, how to actually regulate and not operate from fear. It's been magical for me because I am in my 40s and I never knew peace until now. And even though I know I'm going to live to be very, very, very old, I feel like what a gift if I had had this level of peace, this like childlike peace at such a younger age, really being able to be just in the present moment without any fear and worry and dysregulation. So I really think that we're only going to see nervous system regulation growing more and more in the future. And I hope that you will come along with me for the ride. And if you're interested in learning more about nervous system regulation and how you can actually manifest once you regulate your nervous system, I have a program called Wealth Frequency Activation that dives into all that. And for my entrepreneurs who have been watching my series, 0 to 7 Building the Brand, and you are a soul-led CEO or an entrepreneur and a business owner, and you really do want to build a legacy. You want to build generational wealth. You want to be the chain breaker in your family, and you really want to tap into something that is sustainable. Then I think it's really important that you are authentic to yourself, that you are true to you and your business and the passions that you have, and that you don't let logic try to keep you from sometimes what feels illogical, but it's also intuitional. So I think as a business owner, there has to be a little risk involved. And honestly, as we know, billionaires are taking high risk all the time. We have to be quick to make decisions. We have to be mindful. And when you feel really totally aligned, you can actually operate from safety and take these quick, make these quick decisions and take these quick turns and transition and go where we need to go. We can pivot faster. We don't stay stuck in this lack mindset or this confusion. We're able to just move with the flow. And that's why I think entrepreneurship moving forward is more about you as an individual and how you are honestly being truly authentic to yourself and how you're bringing that authenticity to your audience and how you're able to build a community around that, because people want more of that. We are so tired of being sold lies and clickbait information. We are so tired of seeing the same stuff all the time. I think we really want to know the truth. And that's why I started sharing my 0 to 7 behind the scenes series, because I wanted to share my highs and my lows. I've had so many lows rebuilding, and I thought it was going to be super easy, but it's been really challenging. And it's all because I have been through so many things that I had to learn. I had to relearn a lot of stuff. I was resistant at first because it was all new to me. It was foreign. And I don't want that to be your reality. I don't want you to be resistant. And then 3 months, 6 months, 1 year down the road, you're like, oh, I should have done that sooner. Don't do what I did. Do it now. Because now that I finally have tapped into all of these things and I feel aligned and I have something sustainable, and foundational, I feel good. It's a different level of good. It's that level of greatness where you're not chasing. You don't have to chase. We don't have to perform. I think we think in work and business, we have to perform, we have to put on a show, we have to show up. And honestly, I think 2026 is all about not performing anymore. It's not about showing up in the capacity that we think. I think it's about being honest and putting the energetics of who you truly are into that. So, whatever that looks like for you, honestly, you can actually get your human design reading on my website. I'll plug that down below for you in the description so you can get an idea of your energy type and how you show up, because a lot of us are not meant to be on all the time. Some people are meant to be on all the time. Some people are meant to be on when they feel lit up. So really understanding how you can authentically navigate this next chapter of your life and in your business and where you're headed and make 2026 the best year of your life, I think is going to help you put a lot less pressure on yourself and allow what feels like time that is speeding up, because it is moving very quickly, to feel properly paced. I think we're moving into this new paradigm that we have to allow the flow to happen, but we can also regulate that with our own internal peace. So I hope that this short episode inspired you on ways that you can change maybe what you're doing now, or how you can enhance some of the things that you're doing to feel better about your life and your business in 2026. I love you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. If you'd like more information, you can follow along on Instagram at Create the Flow Podcast, or find me personally at Monica Freeman. And if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to leave a review and share it with a friend.